In this video, I'll be showing you how to set up your account. So when you log in, you will see the dashboard like this. So on the dashboard, when you look at the top hand side, that the top corner of the dashboard, that is this place, you will find these are different modules like you can see here. This second one is all the locations that we have. Okay, these are different locations. That is if you're on multiple location. All right, so these are the year. Currently we are in 2025. So also when you click on this one here, this home icon is going to bring you back to the home page like you are seeing. Okay, so it's going to take you to this home page. Why this icon is for when you want to search for customer, maybe either by name or by phone number. All right, so this one you can search for your customer. That is this one here. Why this one is if you want to sign out. Okay, anytime you want to change your password, you have to click on this icon here. So currently we are in head office. So now the first thing you need to do is that you will go to configuration. Then under configuration you will go to settings. Then you go to general settings. Then you have to select your currency, default currency, the default units. Maybe if you sell in pieces, okay, this will be the default unit. So majority of the default value must have been set for you, but just make sure that under report format, everything there you will select them. Likewise, acceptable payment. This enable mobile app, this is if you want to sell with mobile app, and also enable mobile login so that user will be able to log in via mobile app. You can also check that as well. We have show expire product, update on duplicate products, quantity oversell. That is if this one is turned on, if you have zero quantity you'll be able to sell, but as it is you cannot sell item that is finished. Okay, so you just have to click submit after you are done. So this is like a code for accessing your mobile app. You can put the code, put any code of your choice here. Anybody that want to access your platform via mobile app will need to have this device pin. Okay, so the next thing we'll do is that we'll go to list. We have to create banks. All right, so let's say, let me just create one bank, maybe so create a First Bank. Okay, I'll put the same thing here. If you like, you can put maybe 101 like numbering here. Okay, if I check public, it becomes available to even people that are in other location. That is the meaning of this. But otherwise, only this my location, that is head office, that will be able to see this value. Okay, so create bank. All right, under bank, so under account type you have to create, we already have a different account type. This is the previous one I have created, but you could, to make it easier, all right, if you want simple account, just come here, click on add, and let's say this will be, okay, you put in the code, this will be the bank account. All right, so put it under assets. So you can mark this public so that if you have the other location, it becomes, you don't need to create this one again for other locations. So look at the one I just created now, bank accounts. Then we have account category. All right, So there is one I created now, like cash and bank balances. Okay, I've already created one, which is the name is cash and bank balances. So let's click on add. So the code could be, okay, this will be, let's just call it bank. All right, so the parent account will be bank accounts. That is the one the account type we created. Classification is this is if you are not sure, you can select none. Okay, you can select none, or you can select current assets, or you can select income. But let's just, this is on this will be a different video. Okay, but I just want to keep it simple. So select none, and also you can make it public so that when you have multiple locations, you don't need to come and create this thing again. So we have created bank, account type, categories. Another thing we want to create is our products group or type. Okay, our product group or type. So this product group is that it allows you to group all kinds of products that you might have. Already I created one called finished goods. Okay, so let me show you how to do that. So click on add. What do you want to call this thing? Let me say I could call it general. Okay, that's the name of the group. The code 100. Okay, the code could be anything, just like numbering. So the type, this thing falls under finished goods. Okay, if you're selling item or selling goods, or you're into buying and selling, you need to select finished goods. Okay, but if it's service-based business, you select either service supply or service offering. Okay, so I'll click on general, and also I'll click on public, so that I don't need to start creating it for other locations. So I'll click on submit. So I now have two categories. Two of them falls under finished products. So the next thing you will do is we have to close this one. So we now have to create our account. This one now is the proper account. When somebody buys something from you, which account does the money goes to? That's what we want to create now. So you click on add. So the code again, I'll use 100. So this will be this is like your business account. It could be, let's call it, I'll call this thing cash account, because in your business you have cash. So allocation, you have to select sales. Okay, or you select, okay, to keep it simple, I will select everything. So select everything here. Then under account category, these are accounts that we have created before, like your bank balances. So we'll select bank balances. So this is, of course, this is bank. So the bank, we select what account is under bank. I will leave it blank. So this account accepts only cash. All right, you will select cash. So these are basically what you need, just your cash account. We click on submit. All right, so I have one account. Let me create another one. Maybe in your business, this will be 01. Okay, this will be, let's say I have money points. Okay, the account allocation, select sales. Make sure you select everything here. Okay, just select everything here. Because when you are selling or rendering service, or customer is making payment, you are using money point for that your business. So we'll select bank balances. That's the accounts you created. Classification, you can just keep it simple, leave it at none. All right, so this thing accepts all apart from cash. Okay, customer can pay card, POS, transfer, check. All right, so these two accounts is okay for now. So once you have created your account, the next thing you need to create is your warehouse. Okay, so you come here you click on warehouse. Under warehouse, you click on add. All right, so this warehouse is where you store your goods. This warehouse could be your shop. So I want to call this, I will use 001 as the code. I want to call it store. That is the name of the warehouse. So select finished goods warehouse. Just select this particular one. And you click on submit. Alright, so let's look at, we now have one warehouse. The next thing, which is your store. Let's go to store. Assuming it's not created by default, I will go to add. Then the name, I will call it cash point. This is where you will go to when you want to make sales. What title do you want to appear on the invoice heading? Maybe sales invoice. Alright, it could be sales invoice, it could be receipt. Type, select sales invoice. Alright, this is when you select sales invoice, this is for buying and selling. Alright, we have a pro forma invoice, service based, this is bill, we have sales order. So but the one you will use is sales invoice. Alright, in the next other videos we will give a difference between different type of invoice that you are seeing here. So allow product group. So we allow general. This is the one we created earlier, general. Alright, meaning that any product that falls under general can be sold via this cash point. That's the meaning. So general ledger accounts, to keep it simple, select, you can select both, or select any of them. Okay, I will select money point. Then account receivable. Alright, like I said, to keep it simple, let's just select money point. Already the system will automatically generate a company for you, which is this one. So let me select, you will select the one that you find here. We'll still go back to see how to create company. The warehouse, which is the warehouse we created, is store. So you now have to check all these things. Alright, ignoring this. Okay, if we use this during inventory, we will see the difference between dealer, distributor price and wholesale price. But what this thing means is that if I check this, it means that whenever a user or your sales rep want to sell from here, the system will use dealer price that you have fixed. If I check this, the system will use distributor's price. If I check this, it will use wholesale price. But if I don't check any of them, then the system will now use the normal price that was registered. So you now click on submit. So the next thing we will do is that we'll go to form field. Under form field, you go to products. Okay, then under products, you indicate, by default the system will select the most used field that you might want to use for your business. So all these ones that are marked here, it means that these ones are available during product creation. If you need to have IME number, like size, okay, you can also indicate. So just come down and click on submit. We will repeat the same thing for employee. When you start creating your staffs, what kind of information do you want to collect from your staffs? Alright, just click on submit as well. Then do it for your customer. What kind of field do you require? Or so you have to do it for all of them. In just click on submit in all of them. Alright, so the final thing that you need on this configuration is your role. All right, so this is where you set different roles and privileges or permission that your salespeople can have. As the admin, you have access to everything on this platform. But when you are giving out accounts to your staff to log in, you have to create role for them. All right, so to do that, you will click on add. So we will call this staff, let me call it staff role. You will select the location you want them to have access to. Okay, the store you want them to have access to. Head office, cash point, I just want them to have access to cash points. The warehouse you want them to have access to. All right, so also the product type, remember we created one called general. Will they be able to switch location? That is, will they have see all these things? If you mark this, they will see all locations that you have given to them, and they will be able to switch from one location to another. That is, if you check this. Otherwise, you can ignore all that. Do you want them to see your dashboard reports? They will be able to view all records. So now you will now come down and say, look at the configuration. Like you can see configuration, you could see list. Everything under configuration is here. So if you want them to have access to it, you just mark it. You can remove the ones, or you uncheck it totally. There are a lot of things here. So those things you want them to have access, like you want them to have access to inventory, you mark inventory. Would they be able to delete something? You can take that off. Do you want them to edit? So this is how you make adjustments to all, like expenditure. They can make they can record expenses. Then when you come down, store, this is where they make sales. You give them access to this. All right, so once you are done, you will now click on submit. So these are basic things that you need to do, and it's one-time settings. All right, it's one-time setup. So once you are done with this, then we can now go back to homepage. So on this dashboard, depending on what you want to do, we have separate video for all the modules here. Okay, there are other separate video for all modules that are here. So, but let's just quickly see the effect of some of the things that we have set up. Assuming we want to sell an item, we'll go to store. All right, so under store, you go to cash point. Remember, we created cash point under that's what you are seeing now. And this is where you of course search for what you want to, but at the moment we don't have product yet. So this is where you make sales, okay, where you sell items to your customer, assuming you are using the web platform. Okay, the desktop platform which work offline, when the user logs in, the user will see a cash point and also make sales from there. So this is one of the thing that we set up. And also, let me go back to this store. When you want to make payment, you could see those two accounts that we created. We created cash account and money point. So actually, customer can pay via cash, or customer can pay via, let's say customer is paying 6,000 via money point. So assuming you have more accounts, all of them will line up here. So these are basic things that you need to set up in Dicesoft. Okay, and all of them are on this configuration. Okay, we have HR. This is where you create a staff in your company. So assuming, let's glance through it. There's also a video on HR. So we go to HR, then you go to employee, then you go to create. So you could see all those fields that are available. So after you have filled all these things, especially those ones with asterisks, those ones are mandatory. Then you will now come down here and select row. Okay, look at the row we created before, staff row. So all the whole access in this row, this person will have access to it. Okay, the only thing, the only permissions that you selected under this row, that is what your staff or your sales rep will have access to. So this is a quick summary on how to set up your account in Dicesoft. And when you go to inventory, let's also glance through. There's also a separate video on the inventory side, so let's glance through it. So when you go to create, this is where you create a product. All right, so you could see type general. So all the products we create under this general will go to the general, and those that have access to general, these are just the only products they can have access to. Okay, and Dicesoft is very flexible. You could see that this head office is dealing with buying and selling. All right, other locations, we have other locations which are created, which deals on this one deals on farm product, this one. So you can actually configure Dicesoft to actually suit your business. So assuming you paid for more than one location, you only see one location here. If you want to create more location, you will go to configuration. Under configuration, you go to location. Then you can now add location. Depending if you have paid for more than one location, you will the location name and employee ID preface. Like each of your employee or staff will have a unique ID, and the ID will have a prefix before it. So let's say your company is A and G, and you want each of the ID to have A and G slash the invoice number that the system will generate. So all the invoice number that the system will generate, this will come as a prefix. Okay, so that is under location. Then we also have company. Okay, because when you are creating store, the store asks us for company, and that company contains the heading, contains the address, phone number. When you print invoice or print any report here, there will be address, phone number, and other information. So this is where to change those things. So assuming I want to change this one, I will have to click on it. Just click on the name, then you click on edit. So you fill in all this information. Then if you want to have your branded company on the background of the invoice, for instance, when you print an invoice, the background will carry the watermark of your company. Then you need to upload for instance, we have already uploaded one, so you can upload the watermark of your company. So whenever you print a receipt, it will appear, the receipt will bear the watermark of your company. And for that to work, you need to select either custom or standard. This POS is for small Tama printer. Okay, if you're using Tama printer, that's small printer, then you need to select POS. So this is how you could make changes to your settings, to your Dicesoft account. And when you now go to store, let me go back to head office. So I want to make change to this. So this store, I can now select that particular company that I've created. So if you have multiple business and you want all of them bears different receipt heading or all that, you can create multiple company and assign it to each of the stores. Okay, whenever you print invoice, it will the heading will carry that invoice. So this is on this configuration part. Okay, there are